All right, Globius family, God have finally done the wonderful thing. Indeed, our God is great. Yes, it's a dancing moment for us. If I told you the document that could free Nnamdi Kanu have just been signed, yes, you heard that right. And you need to hear what is inside this video because the detail is with me. Just stick with me. If you have never been taking this man Lion online broadcast serious, please, I beg of you, just take this very one more than serious because God have finally done wonderful for you and I, the well meaningful Biafrans. Yes, it's a joyful moment for all of us. Please, my wonderful people, stick with me while I give it to you in details. Yes, the supporters have been waiting for years. Others thought that this day would never ever come, but now a signature has surfaced. And not just any signature, one that could end the final Nnamdi Kanu's detention. Yes, you heard me. But before we go further, let me ask you one question. Did you believe Nnamdi Kanu should be released now? Drop your answer in the comments. Let's see where the people stand. Let's proceed. All right, my wonderful Globians. Here is what we know. A confidential court document was leaked late last night. Inside it, a judgment signature confirming that insider are calling the final day judgment. This is the last phase before unconditional release. You get that right? And if you think this is just a rumor, I don't know whether it's meditating a rumor. If you think that this will be just a rumor, think again. Legal experts have weighed in, and this signature is not a craft. It is official, and it is dated, and it is sealed. What else do you want to know? Is this not a joyful moment for us? So now the question is, why now? Is this the result of international pressure, or is it? Is there something even bigger happening behind the closed door? Please, if you know, answer. And to my viewers across the world, what did you think this means for Biafra? Type your thoughts. I'm reading every comment across. Yes, because it's a way for us. Meanwhile, just pop yourself, pipe blue, chill, maintain. Let me bring to you some previous of video so that you will know that we don't just come here to cap, we don't mislead, we bring the facts and the science that have made it possible for you. Even if you never see this kind of signature, you could have known that this is what will be the end. Let me give you some videos, then we'll continue.
Ago that Nigeria will become a failed state has actually come to pass. Some of the indices of a failed state are when non-state actors possess equal or stronger or more potent power than a legitimately constituted government.
Excuse me, barrister. This language you are speaking, can you just help us can you just help us break it down, because the Globius family are just waiting and listening, and I don't want a situation whereby their time and their data will be wasted. I want them to get the value of this video. So therefore, please, can you just break it down for my wonderful family to hear it clearly, because it's happening. I know the evidence is everywhere, but I want them to hear it loud and clear from you. Proceed, my honorable barrister.
And let us not always be saying Nigeria is indivisible, it is indissoluble. It's not a textbook definition. Indissolubility and indivisibility can only be brought about when you nurture unity, mutual respect, egalitarianism. It is already divided because every geopolitical zone is already going according to its own details.
Okay, meanwhile, let's keep you aside. I want to bring in another barrister who will also bring your own thoughts concerning this Nnamdi Kanu case for what that have been happening behind the skin. Then I'll give you guys the full details how it's going to be at the end.
In the case of Kanu, frankly speaking, the charges can hardly be proved. One of the crimes is sedition. Sedition was pronounced illegal and unconstitutional in 1983 in the case of Otto Nwankwo and the state. So I don't know, I mean, I can't see how some of those charges will stand in law. So the choice before the government is to have this matter resolved politically.
You see, that is a saga. That is the game they have been playing. Likewise, what they are playing for Abuja, carrying Nnamdi Kanu poster, posting everywhere, telling that Nnamdi Kanu should answer to the security that they be killing. Is Nnamdi Kanu killing any security in Nigeria? I'm asking you guys. You see, this is Nigeria. Very terrible thing can happen. Nothing can ever happen. But this one, we hook them for truth. God, the way they hook them, they cannot swallow it and they cannot vomit it. Only thing they have to do is just to give up. That's the only way out. Yes, let's continue, my wonderful family. The page, yes, according to the Intel, my people, my wonderful family, as we proceed, the page has been signed. And the countdown may have already begun. This is not just about a man walking free. It's about a nation's turning point. Yes, who is who is that nation? Biafra nation is the turning point for a Biafra nation. Yes, if you believe, you believe. And if you know, you know. If you are watching this, you are a part of history. So don't just scroll. Like this message, share this video, and don't forget to subscribe and turn on the notification bell so that whenever we bring every informative message like this, you'll be the first person to be notified, because the truth is unfold and we are here watching it together. But meanwhile, as case may be, let's watch this parenthesis to the very end of it. Biafra is a fight to finish. Yes, we cannot fight it and stop the fight, because Nnamdi Kanu said Biafra is the last miracle that will happen on earth, and we are waiting for that last miracle. It doesn't matter what any mate can do about it. Indeed, we shall achieve this Biafra in our own time. If you believe, drop it on. All right, sir. You know, we respected you so much. As a advocate of Nigeria, we do respect you, because sometimes you stand by the truth side.
And let us not always be saying Nigeria is indivisible. It is indissoluble. It's not a textbook definition.
Okay, it's all right. It's all right. We have heard you, because it's like you want to use this grammar to confuse us. But anyway, beautiful family, I want to listen to this man. What do they call Odua? Yes, the name now Odua Oba. Make we listen to him. He's a one top politician. You will see how we both elaborate the danger ahead and what this Nnamdi Kanu women have done to the Nigerian government. Then after that, we can come into it. Yes, but anyway, if you find this video very helpful, please don't hesitate to touch your hand for subscribe button, like and spread this message, because I don't just concoct story. I give you what I know. Yes, from the Intel, that is what I know. Maybe I know most of you will be saying, why did I bring this secret out? I bring this secret out because Nigerian government they have no choice. Yes, Nnamdi Kanu is just a bone that is blocking their truth. Nigerian government has no choice again than to do what? To leave the innocent man to go. That is all they have to do now. And nothing anyone can do about it. I keep telling you guys. So it's a leaving to us. I don't regret by building this expo. Yes, because it has finally happened. Thank you, my wonderful listeners.
You talked about tomatoes now. Then interest rates went to 30%. So nobody could build a factory, start a farm, produce anything, or create jobs. Because every time you bring in a shipload of rice, you also bring in a shipload of unemployment. Because you are transferring your wealth to sustain other economies. Somehow, Nigerians didn't notice it.
God has marked out Nigeria for destruction. There is nothing anybody can do to change that. I believe that God is setting up Nigeria to eliminate over 5 million of them. As long as they hold on to Biafra in Nigeria, Nigeria will no longer know peace. But one thing is absolutely clear, that there is nothing any human being can do to stop the restoration of Biafra. Absolutely nothing of that I can assure you. Therefore, the more you cling on to Biafra, the more you will move from one calamity to another, the more the state of insecurity will become so uncontrollable that people will begin to eat the flesh of those they feel are weaker around them. As I'm saying it now, it may sound like a fairy tale, but the day it will happen, some people, very clever Biafrans, will make reference to this very broadcast of this very day, 21st day of February in the year of our Most High Elohim 2021, that I said such a thing.
Will become a failed state has actually come to pass. Some of the indices of a failed state are when non-state actors possess equal or stronger or more potent power than a legitimately constituted government, power of violence, instruments of coercion and violence, as we are saying now. And let us not always be saying Nigeria is indivisible, it is indissoluble. It's not a textbook definition. Indissolubility and indivisibility can only be brought about when you nurture unity, mutual respect, egalitarianism. It is already divided because every geopolitical zone is already going according to its own details. There is no cohesion. There is no leadership. Can't you see that Nigeria is hemorrhaging? Can't you see that we are bleeding? Can't you see that we are on a journey to no destination? Can't you see that the president should wake up from his self-imposed cocoon and hibernation and seize the reins of power and save Nigeria from what remains of ourselves, self-implosion, self-immolation? Can't you see that we are tottering, we are wobbly, we are groggy? Can't you see that we are falling apart? Can't you see that we needed, as yesterday, to do something urgent to save Nigeria from the precipice, from breaking up into smithereens? Can't you see that the house is collapsing, that the edifice is collapsing? Can't everybody see it? Even if you are blind, can't you feel it? Even if you are blind and you can't feel it, are you numb?